Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Quick message, guys. Tap in. So after I made the last recording, right, I went on to cook. I cooked some red snapper. Listen, your girl just discovered red snapper probably about 2 months ago, and I'm obsessed. But either which way, while I was cooking, I got a heavy download, right? And I wanted to share something with you guys that I shared with the individual who I made the prior recording about. And this is this. Your purpose partner, your kingdom spouse, whatever your label is, whatever you got going on, your thing, may not currently be available. Available in different ways. They may not be emotionally available, meaning they could have been hurt really, really bad, especially if it's a guy. They could have been hurt really, really, really bad. So they may be in this season of not even healing, but just straight wilding, straight wilding. And so you're looking like, nobody got time to wait for you, right? Nobody got time to wait for you. I got like 20 dudes ringing this phone every day. I don't have time to wait for you. Get it together. What you gonna do, boo? Right? So you may be dealing with that, but then the spirit has been very, very clear to you that this person is your purpose partner / kingdom spouse, etc. So what a lot of people don't understand is that your faithfulness is to God. A lot of people go wrong in relationships and even marriages, and they end up straying, cheating, etc. because they're trying to be faithful to a person. People are just people. So this is why a lot of people are struggling, because it's almost like they feel like, well, I'm no longer in love, or 1,000 excuses. But it's almost like because you are trying to give a person a certain type of loyalty and a certain type of grace that you really should be giving God. Meaning, if you ask God to give you grace to deal with this person, then God will give you a certain type of grace to have more patience and to be able to stand a little easier, even when the butterflies and everything have left. But then, even if they're not emotionally available because they may have been hurt, it can also be a group of people who are currently dating someone. Now, I'm not even going to touch on the marriage thing because, again, marriage is something completely different. But I will say this right here. How many divorces happen per day? And I'm not saying that God is going to be in the mix of having someone to divorce because of you. I'm not saying that. My point is this. Whatever is for you, point blank, period. So again, I am not suggesting or not even applauding divorces. What I am saying is that a lot of times people marry the wrong people. People marry people for the wrong reasons and not because this person is your purpose partner / kingdom spouses. But because now this person has remarried or married or even in a relationship, you feel like all hope is lost. So what do? You go and marry the first Al Bundy, who you don't even... God, where did Al Bundy even come? Out of everybody, Kizzy, Al Bundy is what came in your spirit? Okay, married with children, whatever. All right, so you go and you marry the first person because the person that you always feel or that God has revealed to you was your purpose partner / kingdom spouse is no longer available. And now you feel like it's all hope is lost. And so you go and marry the first person that you don't even love, you don't even like, but because you feel like, well, they did it, I'm going to do it because I guess that's going to be what we do until we meet Jesus. Refusing to wait, refusing to sacrifice self, because a lot of times sacrificing self and waiting is really about you. It's not that you're waiting on them. It's about you being prepared for them. So when something is released, then you're available to receive them. But instead, we want to keep so busy dating 1,000 people because they did it, or we feel like I can't wait and nobody got time for that. Da, da, da. So then you are miserable. Now you're sitting across the table from somebody you don't even like. You don't even want this person to talk to you because you don't even want to be at dinner because, like, you have nothing in common. You're constantly comparing the person you're out with the person that you know is meant for you. But because your flesh don't want to wait, because you don't want to work on self, you settle. That's what we're doing. We're settling. We're going to just settle? Or are we going to wait on what God said is ours? Y'all let me know. Okay. So I just wanted to share that because, again, there are so many people who are literally in this funk because they feel like, you know, when I heard a couple of different people say this. They said things like, how can I word it? How do they word it? It's more so less like God may have already shown you who your spouse, your kingdom purpose partners are, etc. Like the person may already be in your life like a friend or things like that. I mean, I'm not opposed to that if I'm honest. If that person is truly meant for you and that's a person that's currently in your life as like a friend, meaning you kind of already friend zone him or whatever, but it's true that that's the person for you, then ask God to give you grace to see that person in that light. Not because as women, we really friend zone guys who we think truly are like the guys who we put in friend zone, like these dudes really be like for real, like ready to marry us type of thing. But if that is the case, all caps IF, if that's the case where that person is truly already in your life, then ask God to show you, change your heart for that person, etc. But then don't go and just date or marry a friend because you're getting tired of waiting or you just feel like your other purpose partner has moved on, because now you're going to be miserable. That was never meant. You're just settling with that person. Waiting is about sacrifice. Waiting is about obedience. While you're waiting, you know who's going to be your boyfriend? The Holy Spirit. I lie to you not. The Holy Spirit is going to be your boyfriend. This is why some of you, if you are currently spiritually connected, there are certain things that God is requiring you to do, and the Holy Spirit is moving you a certain way and convicting you with certain things, because the Holy Spirit is literally the person you're dating to prepare you for what's coming. So you may be getting crazy downloads. The Holy Spirit may say something like, I don't know, don't answer this call. Or cut this person off. It's going to be things that you're not comfortable doing. But a lot of times that will happen when God brings your purpose partner. A lot of the things that you're doing can no longer exist because you're not in a partnership. And now God sent the person who was literally able, or who was able to really tap into you spiritually. Meaning you may already have purpose and calling, which I think we all should have that before even bringing somebody into our lives, but that person will be able to help you polish those areas, etc. So until that person comes, the Holy Spirit will use you to polish certain areas, because again, we all have purpose. Purpose can never leave you, but it does need to be polished in certain areas. So you will be convicted with certain things. Like I remember I got convicted a lot years ago because, again, God, I'm called to so many things and to so many people, but ultimately it's usually the people who no one else wants. It's like the people who everyone gave up on, right? But I have a certain light and a grace to go in and just love on these people and just do whatever God needs me to do. Well, that's purpose that can never leave me. And like Pastor R.C. Blakes have said many times on his videos, the person who you meet have to be big enough to accommodate your purpose. That is true. If you meet a purpose and you a partner and you lay your purpose out and they're saying like, I can't, listen, that ain't the person for you, point blank, period. But there's going to be time where that partner is going to help you to polish that purpose. Meaning, again, me, because I'm an empath, sometimes I don't know the line. So when I'm helping people, especially if it's a guy, let's just say, then I don't know how to set the boundaries if it's just me and then I'm not being convicted, let it be through spirit. So it's almost like the Holy Spirit will say, no, this person is to only call your phone for this, this, and that. Matter of fact, when they call, they're only calling from 7 to 3 business hours. Those are just examples. So the Holy Spirit will convict you and prep you in purpose prior to bringing your spouse in. Because if that never happens, you're going to be so committed to purpose, like, oh, no, it's purpose. God showed me this. Nothing ever changed. The foundation of your purpose should never, ever, ever, ever change. But as women, we are emotional. We're nurturers. So if your purpose is to serve, let it be the church or anything. If your purpose is to serve, as women, a lot of times we don't know how to put up certain boundaries. So your pastor may be calling you 25 times a day, having you at church 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's not that you don't want to fulfill your purpose. It's about your partner is being able to see as a man, right? I'm talking about man and woman right now. But as a man, that no. You're moving with emotions versus purpose. Because purpose is order. So if you have a man, no grown man should be calling your phone 11 o'clock at night, regardless of if he's hungry. That type of thing. I'm using that for an example. So many times you will date the Holy Spirit, as crazy as that may sound to certain people. But this is why you're getting convicted to do certain things that makes no sense right now. It's like, well, I don't even have a man, or I don't have a woman yet. So why do I have to practice this now? Because the Holy Spirit is prepping you. Because when God brings your purpose partner / king and spouse, it will be similar. So you see how strategic God is? So I needed to drop that because when I was cooking, I wasn't even going to make this recording, right? Because I felt like that was my last recording. But again, with purpose or conviction, when God says move, you move. So I started eating my red snapper. And I was like, no. Wait. My fish is hot. Because I'm the person like who likes to, I have to eat the minute the food comes out of the pot. Like, meaning I want to be dropping it, like, because it's so hot. I'm that person. So I was annoyed because I'm like, can I just eat my first, then make the recording? No, you make the recording now. So I just want to tell you guys, like, seriously, if God have already shown you someone, it could be the friend zone dude or girl, or it could be just another person who you wanted. Listen, if that person is not married, it's fair game. Point blank, period. Now, if that person is married, again, you're not going to go in there trying to sabotage someone's marriage. However, it's still crucial to keep in the back of your mind that whatever God has for you is for you. Point blank, period. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.